Today is January 28, 2026. Minnesota finds itself at the center of a national firestorm. A series of events has placed the state under intense scrutiny. It began with allegations of massive fraud. These claims targeted public welfare programs. It escalated with a major federal response. The story is complex. It involves politics, law enforcement, the lives of thousands. Understanding what is happening requires a careful look at the facts. We must separate what is known from what is alleged. The situation touches on immigration, government oversight, and community trust. The consequences of these events will be felt for a long time, both in Minnesota and across the country. Investigators claim that billions of dollars may have been stolen. The money was intended for social service programs. These programs were meant to help people in need. The alleged schemes were widespread. They reportedly involved fake daycare centers, food programs, and health clinics. These claims have led to significant legal action. Dozens of individuals have already been convicted in connection with one of the largest cases. This has shaken public confidence. It has also raised hard questions about how the state manages taxpayer money. The scale of the alleged fraud is staggering, prompting action from the highest levels of government. This story is not just about money, it is about people. The allegations have deeply affected Minnesota's Somali community. Many of the individuals convicted in the fraud cases are of Somali descent. This has brought unwanted attention to the entire community. Leaders and residents now face a difficult situation. They must deal with the actions of a few while trying to protect the reputation of the many. The deployment of federal agents has added to the anxiety. The federal government's response has been muscular and highly visible. The Trump administration announced the deployment of approximately 2,000 federal agents to the Minneapolis area. The Department of Homeland Security described it as the largest immigration enforcement operation in the agency's history. This operation is directly tied to allegations of welfare fraud. It involves agents from several different federal bodies, ICE's enforcement and removal operations, Homeland Security investigations. The presence of specialized tactical units underscores the seriousness with which the administration views the situation. This large-scale deployment signals a significant federal intervention in state affairs. The political consequences in Minnesota have been immediate and profound. On January 5, 2026, Governor Tim Walz made a surprise announcement. He declared that he would not seek re-election for a third term. The decision was directly linked to the unfolding fraud scandals. In an official statement, Governor Walz explained his reasoning. He said he needed to focus his full attention on defending Minnesota's interests. He stated that every minute spent on his own political future would be a minute not spent addressing the crisis. His withdrawal from the race marks a major political shift in the state and highlights the intense pressure he was under. Minnesota is home to the largest Somali American community in the United States. This vibrant community has contributed much to the state's culture and economy. Now, it finds itself in a difficult and painful position. The fraud allegations have been heavily concentrated within certain segments of the community. The fact that most defendants in the major Feeding Our Future case were of Somali descent has cast a shadow. This has led to intense media coverage and public scrutiny. Many law-abiding Somali Americans feel they are being unfairly judged by the actions of a few. They worry that the entire community is being blamed for these crimes. The massive deployment of federal immigration agents has heightened these fears. The operation's focus on Minneapolis, a hub for the Somali community, has caused widespread anxiety. Families are worried about potential raids and detentions. Community leaders are concerned that the enforcement actions will be broad and indiscriminate. They fear that people with no connection to the fraud could be swept up in the crackdown. Amid the fraud allegations, a more sinister question emerged. Did any of the stolen taxpayer money find its way to terrorist organizations? Specifically, there were concerns about Al-Shabaab, an Al-Qaeda affiliate based in Somalia. The Treasury Department launched an investigation to trace the flow of funds. The idea that Minnesota's public assistance programs could be indirectly funding a designated terrorist group caused significant alarm. Some lawmakers raised this possibility during congressional hearings. It added a national security dimension to the scandal. The allegation, if proven true, would have carried severe consequences. Multiple federal investigators, however, say they found no evidence to support the claim. Officials who spoke to CBS News Minnesota were clear: there is no indication taxpayer dollars were directly funneled to al-Shabaab. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.